And we are live here at the rematch between the Tacticians and the Underrated Goats. Things will get going started here in a minute. This is a big rematch. Underrated Goats took the last one in an overtime victory, a big upset from the Underrated Goats, just coming up from Tier 2, really establishing himself in Tier 3. We'll have to see what happens here in the rematch. Things should get started here in a second. We're going to have a hell of a game on our hands. Things to look out for. I really want to see Ike pop on the DPS. He's really shown that he can, especially with Corona flexing. It might be an opportunity. Amity's also established himself as a very good tank. Magic putting up big Monter numbers, big heal numbers. Same with Monter. Really established himself on the healers. Also, both the manager matchup on the support line. Let's see who gets the edge. Underrated Goats are really known for their communication skills and ability to play together. We'll have to see if the Tacticians can match that. That's really what put them over the edge, and the Tacticians simply couldn't keep up. All right, here we go. And we are live from University. First map. Get a nice overhead view and see what happens here. Both teams assembling here. Let's take a look at what both teams have to play. First, from the side of the TCL Tacticians, looks like they're going to run a little bit of range and a little bit of up front. They got the speed. They could move over him with home slide here. We'll have to see what happens. See if home slide can keep it up. And from the side of the Underrated Goats, got a little bit of a poke comp, double hit scan with the Orisa and Mercy. TSL Tacticians quick to take the high ground. Underrated Goats not there. That looks like they're going to play from the low ground. Let's see how the TCL Tacticians can get on top of the Underrated Goats, and if the Underrated Goats can poke them out. Here they are, moving in. Home slide, looking to poke, looking to go in. He's absolutely seizing. Corona with an early pick onto P. Diddy. The Ryan goes down initially. You hate to see it, but Ranger fights back against with a pick against Froggy. But Amity, too much, puts the damage in and finishes off the Orisa that Corona got low. Fighting on point, looks like this one's going to go to TCL Tacticians, but how long can the Underrated Goats hold out? Amity just cleaning up on the Diva, but gets DMAC. Let's see how she can get the remake. No jump off. Going to look to get the remake here with a 29% ult charge. TCL Caps first. To see how they set up here. Poking on for the soldier. Amity decides with the late reset. That is really late of a reset. This is going to give the Underrated Goats a huge advantage. That's a really unwise reset if you're not going to reset initially. Massive edge to the Underrated Goats if they be aggressive, but they're not being aggressive. Here comes the respawns. Diva already coming back, and Soldier wins for D-back too. It's even. They could not use the advantage that they got, and Homeslide gets hooked in though. Let's see, this could be the edge. Anti comes out, and Nano comes in. Massive play from Ana. Shoot. Homeslide with the kill. Froggy also with the kill. TCX Tacticians looking strong here. D-Mac comes out from Ike, though. Ike finishing off the kill, but it's not enough. Froggy and Homeslide absolutely pushing the line with the damage from Corona. Utterly insane start, and a great start for the Tacticians. Let's see what they got going here. Homeside's really been pushing up front. Let's see. Let's get a whole first-person view here. Homeside taking massive damage. Is he going to get poked out here? Homeside with limited shielding. He has none. Will he look for a shatter here? Beat comes out, keeps him up, looking for the shatter potentially. Bomb comes out, did not shatter with the bomb. Big block. Does it pick up anyone in the back? We don't know. Shatter comes back in, finds two. Both get cleaned up. And Tacticians playing a strong bit of Overwatch right here. UG just, they're coming out a bit flat-footed. The speed from Magic and the Ana play from Ana, I mean, it's in the name. Simply keeping the tanks up. Go back to a top view here. Here comes the fight on the height. Poke coming out. Amity split. Down goes Magic. Amity soon to go next. Amity off. But nobody touches. That is criminal. Absolutely criminal. I can't believe what I'm seeing. All right. Looks like we're moving to Gardens. That, like, underrated goats simply baffling me, sticking with the Orisa compositions. I'm not sure that's going to get them over the edge here. Here they come. Is anybody going to try and take the height here? Soldier is already up there for guns, but no one else is. The speed's simply not enough. And TCL, Tacticians take the edge. Point unlocks in 5 seconds. Poke coming in from both sides. TCL getting a little low on a couple fronts. Holding strong with the double shield comp. Both comps coming out in the shield. Nobody will want to brawl this. The poke eventually takes down Amity. That could be massive up front. Down goes everybody up front for the TCL Tacticians. This one's going to go to the underrated goats. I really like the strong poke coming in from Ike and Ranger there, and the heals to keep him up from Odin. The AoE heals from the Moira simply putting him over the edge that the Ana could not keep up with. Looks like TCL is going to go back to their bread and butter. Let's get an upfront view. Let's see the underrated goats front line right here. Just the amount of damage washing toward Homesly. He's having a hard time walking, but they're going to try. Big nade comes in, finds the anti onto the Orisa. Orisa with no fortify to speak of, but a flex comes in from PZD, but he gets slapped. We see it in first hand. Tries to rock, no shield out yet. Let's see if he pops it out. There goes the shield. It looks like this is all TCL with the cap at 43 for the underrated goats. Let's go back to the point view. Here comes the underrated goats. Looking to re-engage after a solid hold to give them 43% to start. Tacticians really need to win this next fight if they want to stay on this round. Corona looking up top. Everyone playing point. The only person on height we're seeing up here is Froggy, which makes sense with he's the only one with range. You know, you could position your Ana up there. Let's see if it hurts him to keep this on low ground. A great anti comes in, but there's no follow. Amity tries to contest, but nothing going. They're simply going to have to secede the high ground. To the underrated goats. Underrated goats completely holding height here. With a bunch of ults online. Supercharger, High Noon, Visor, Coalescence, and beat. Here comes, but she drops it onto the point and it gets immediately beat. And here comes the counter beat. Double High Noon comes out. It's an absolute mosh pit. They're throwing everything. I think that's 6 or 7 ults coming out. And they're nano too. Shatter comes in. It's a complete mosh, but TCL's gonna hold. Now, Bob, I don't know if you saw that, but let's count on with me. That's Shatter from Homesly. I think Froggy popped High Noon. Anna definitely popped Nano. Magic popped Beat. We saw Supercharger come out, a horrible Supercharger from Tilted. You just hate to see that, dropping it right in their face, easy to destroy. And Ike popped his, and both support ults from underrated goats. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that's 8 ults. That was crazy. 4 ults from both teams coming out. They need the touch here. Here they come, Visor to open things up. D.Va coming around the backside, pops bomb while Visor's going. That's not advised. Finds one though. Shatter comes in, kills him with the hammer to the roof. High Noon looks to come out from Froggy, but he gets shut down. This one's going to go to underrated. Hold on slightly with 3, now 4 alive. Corona popped a Death Blossom, but caught a hammer to the forehead. I wish we could go back and catch that in replay. Sleep comes on to Ohmslide. Will they try to do anything, or will they just wake him up? Wake comes up with a big sleep. Here comes Ike onto the flank. Catches a fan the hammer, but ooh, he almost traded that back into Froggy. Froggy got questionably low, but Ike goes down. Here comes TCL pushing onto the Reinhardt. But Homeslide goes down. This could be huge for underrated. Underrated Nano's in. Swing on Magic. Magic goes down. Ranger pounding it from the back line. Amity looking on. Can't do anything here. Got to back up and try to get one more touch. Do we have any massive ults online? We got P. Diddy with a Shatter. Let's get a first-person look. Here's P. Diddy with the Shatter. He's looking for it. He's doing the Shatter potty dance. Comes down and it whiffs. He whiffs. And Froggy with another High Noon in the back. But Ike and Ranger come. Ike comes up shooting, picks up two, but Froggy picks up the Alyssa. This is going to come down to the last few here. Froggy pounding in, 3 on the point. Only Ranger left here. Ranger in a 1v2 situation can't hold on. This is going to go to the Tacticians. But do they have a touch? Can Moira get on? She cannot. That is map. That is map to Tacticians. The Tacticians take map 1. I can't believe that just happened.
Play of the game.
What a map. What an unbelievable map. You know, some shocking superstars I like to put out. I think Odin put in an absolute work as Moira putting in the heals. Monter also there. I really liked what I saw out of Ike there, trying to make something happen. Ranger also just absolutely pounding it on the soldier. So after map 1, the Tacticians take it. Let's see what happens going into the next map. Next map's going to be Route 66. All right, we got Route 66 here. Coming up. Let's check out the key substitutions of the day. Whole new tank line coming out from the TCL Tacticians. Let's see how that works out. They're going to move Banana into the first tank slot, and into the second tank slot, they're going to take out Amity, who I think put up a very good map, map 1, and put in Nova. Any changes for the DPS? Amity is going to stay in on DPS here. And Phantom is going to come in on DPS, and Corona is going to come out. Magic and Ana, who put up a decent Ana performance, is going to come out for Snappy here. Big changes coming in from the TCL Tacticians. Let's see how they do with their second lineup after the first one did so well on Oasis. And now, for the changes coming from the underrated goats here for map 2 on Route 66. Axis going to stay in on the first tank slot, and same with P. Diddy, same tank line. Ike and Ranger also going to stay in on the DPS line. But we see one big change coming in on the support line. Odin's going to come out for Ronan. You know, we've seen a lot of Ronan from the past, and he absolutely usually puts up big performances. We'll have to see what he does on Route 66. Tacticians are ready. Still waiting on the underrated goats. Monter's team is ready, but Amity throws in the no sign. Let's see what this means. I don't know. This might incur a delay of game penalty on the Tacticians. That might be a 5-yard penalty. Doesn't seem like the Tacticians are ready yet. Looks like everyone's ready. Here we go. Route 66. Let's see how the teams control the high grounds. Welcome one, welcome all to the rematch. Here we go, Route 66. Current score is Tacticians 1, underrated goats 0. On Oasis, the Tacticians really like to use that Diva Rhine. But with Amity off the tank, I don't know how much they're going to play the Diva. Let's see with First Banana and Nova. We get our debut of Amity on the DPS here. Let's see how it goes. Snappy Cat also went, and a whole new tank line for Tacticians. Not a much new for the underrated goats. We only saw a swap with Ronin in on support. But we got the underrated goats on attack here first. Let's see if they can set a tone and get a map back. And we can take a first look at both comps. Indeed, for the Tacticians, a new comp, Orion Zarya. We'll see if they play the choke or play it a little bit on height. They also have a defensive tracer. We'll have to see how this comes out from Phantom. Amity on the Hanzo. Good poke damage on Route 66. And double big heals for the Tacticians with that Moira and Bat. And then we see the Diva, who could really control the high ground here. I want to see P. Diddy really control it here, coming out on attack. And Ike's got that verticality with the climb, and Ranger could take it earlier. But not a lot of healing compared to the Tacticians with that Lucio and Mercy for the underrated goats. But here they come on high ground. This is exactly what I wanted to see. P. Diddy already controlling the high ground, pushing both of them. Magic Cat goes down early. I can't believe what I'm seeing. This is devastating. Ammo does not come out. Pin comes in from P. Diddy, from Axis. Axis! He just engaged the feed drive at warp speed, pinning him to the backline. Amity cleans up too, but Ike comes back with another. Rez is going to come in onto Ranger from Monter. Big Rez. As the cart continues to move around the corner. Only 4 alive for the Tacticians here, and Nova's getting incredibly low, but the heals come in. And here's P. Diddy controlling the high ground, which is exactly what we'd like to see. Ike really fighting on Nova here. Can't clean it up. Nova very low. Immortality has to come out. Immortality saves Nova, but it's out for the now for the next 3 seconds. And Tracer from Phantom looking to poke in the backline. Phantom being a menace. Phantom takes down P. Diddy's mech. P. Diddy now out of mech. Baby Diva main potentially. Amity and Magic poking from the high ground. Here comes an early dragon and from Amity cleaning up 2, but 2 come back in. Ranger and P. Diddy in the baby Diva form picking up Snappy. Ike on the edge wins the Hanzo duel. Phantom looking to find something, blinking around the soldier and finds Ranger. But Phantom goes down to a headshot from Ike, and the res comes in onto Ranger. Underrated Ghost really looking revitalized here. And really playing good height control Overwatch. The communication looks sound. Amity getting pressured by the D.Va. P. Diddy completely lost him in the sauce. Magic Cat and First Banana trying to get out. Immortality has to come in to save them, though. Cart continues to move. Will they get a contest? Phantom looking backside. Contests the cart. Look at the back. Pulse Bomb goes near Ronan and picks him up. No stick, but binds it. Ranger picks up Phantom, though. It's a 1-for-1. Here comes the Shatter. Big Shatter from Banana. Cleans up one. Rez comes in onto Ronan. Big Rez is coming in from Monter this game. Nova continuing to fight. Amity on the high ground, poking in. Ike comes in behind Amity and finds him. Ike with a big kill. And Nova goes down to Ranger as well. And there's the .1 for the underrated goats. What an unbelievable fights we are getting here. Let's look at the big ults coming up. We have a Ranger on a visor here. Shall we take a look? Here we go, Ranger on the visor. Let's see if he can find something big here on the edge. Ranger poking from the height, but Tacticians are pressuring. Window comes out, but they all fell. I'm not sure they're going to get a lot of utility. Amity's still up there fighting, but he nearly goes down to Ranger, but the Immortality comes out to save him. There's no Immortality for this visor. Let's see if Ranger kicks it on the backside. No kick yet. But the beat comes in from Ronan, and they continue on the fight. Let's see if Ranger pops it. He's getting big opportunities, but he's not pulling it. But the kills keep rolling in for the underrated goats. Axis completely pressuring the front line. Phantom in the back looking for the pulls, can't find it. Phantom still pressuring, looking to find Ranger. Phantom with some excellent tracer play, really disorienting the back line. Completely split. The front line of the underrated goats is in Narnia. But Ike with a big shot on the Phantom with the storm arrows. Ranger still yet to pop this. Can he get on the height? Oh, we got one more contest. Let's go over to Nova to see how it comes in. With the Graviton Surge. Looking at that Matrix, trying to get it past him, trying to bait it, then he's going to go down. And that's a cap for the underrated goats, and they still got 4 ults in their arsenal. Oh man, the Tacticians lose .2 with 4 ults in the bank and 2 on the way. They had a Graviton Coalescence combo with a Shatter, and they just couldn't get it out. You hate to see it. Here they come on the indoors. We got Ike and Amity. Oh, what a shot from Ike! You saw it in real time, folks. Underrated Goats doing an excellent job of creating a high ground. Ike with a great dragon. That's going to pressure and might take down Nova. Nova survives with half health. Nova's going to look to engage here. Maybe get a Graviton Surge. Shatter comes in from Banana, laying out the tank line. Grab also comes in. And Coalescence. This is a massive overcommit, potentially. Double visors coming in. Who wins the visor duel? Ranger with 1. Amity with 1. Ranger looking to go around the edge here. 1 for each visor. Magic Cat cleans up the Baby Mint D.Va. Ranger looping back around, trying to get out here. But the Rhine's back in for the underrated goats. Here comes Axis. Phantom really pressuring the Rhine and finds it. I've been really impressed with Phantom here on the Tracer. It's been an absolute disturbance for the underrated goats. Magic Cat with the window and Tilted Axis with the Shatter. Shall we take a look in on Tilted Axis? Here comes Tilted Axis. Could find a big Shatter here. He sees Nova split. Can he find it? He finds him! Nova going down and ends up hitting the Reinhardt after Nova dies. But First Banana comes out on top and finds 2 before he might inevitably go down here with low HP. But Magic Cat really fighting to keep him up. And but the res comes in on the Axis. This could be a big push. Massive reses have been coming in on these close fights for Monter. The Mercy Edge might be real. Phantom absolutely being a disturbance. And Window comes out here from Magic. The Magic almost goes down, falling as low as 5 health. Pulse Bomb comes in, and it looks like it found the mech of P. Diddy. That's absolutely massive on the defensive front. They really need to stop here. Axis absolutely turning on the feed drive. I don't know what I just witnessed, folks, but he's had, some of these pins have absolutely been costing fights. Ranger on height, a proper counter engage from Nova, and they clean up Ranger. Another wild pin from Axis, looking to swing as wildly as he can. He goes down, kind of a flex shatter onto Ronan. Let's see if they clean up the flex shatter. They do. You know, I'm not sure the shadow was necessary, but for the flex, it was. And we got Nova. And of course, Phantom looking to make some stuff happen here. We've got some big ults on the way here. We got Tilted Axis with another Shatter, Ike with the Dragon, and Ronan with the Beat. But let's see if Phantom can come in the back here and cause some destruction. And turn this fight, even with the ult advantage, not in their favor. Phantom creeping in the back line. But he gets picked off by a Ranger! I can't believe my eyes! Here comes the fight on the point. Shatter comes down from Tilted, but nothing's getting cleaned up. Immortality has to come in from the Tacticians, but it comes up and then goes the Bomb. Bomb finds absolutely nothing, but Ike gets one with the Dragon. Nova actually does catch the DMAC with the Bomb, and Rez comes in on a Tilted Axis. There's two Rhines on the fight. They're swinging on each other like madmen. Nova's cleaning up on the side. Phantom's cleaning up on the side. It looks like underrated coats are just going to fall a little short here. Remake tries to come in and get 8-man, but he doesn't quite get it. Ranger on the height, Ike on the height, continuing to fire in. This DPS line is really controlling the height and pounding in the damage. But Phantom has been the superstar here on the Tracer. He's got a pulse bomb coming up. Shall we take a look? He got blown up by Ranger the last fight, and we thought that might have been it. But the Tacticians are able to hold on. Here comes the pulse bomb. We got to see what happens here, folks. He's creeping. He's stumbling. He's sneaking. He's got to find something. He's looking at the Rhine here. He's pounding the Rhine. The Rhine is won. He goes down without even a pulse bomb. Ult comes out from Ranger on the visor. But here comes Phantom looking to make something happen. A trade. Amity takes out Ronan. Ranger takes out Nova. A wild pulse bomb doesn't find anything. Could this be the end of the Tacticians? They're running low on manpower. But Amity finds one and Ranger finds the Reinhardt. Banana goes down. The respawns are definitely in favor of the Tacticians, but here come some of the respawns for the underrated goats. Axis with his absolutely patented pin and swing. Phantom in the back cleanup. Amity absolutely putting in the work. Here comes the bomb from Nova to finish it off. Finds two. Ike might be in vain here. Finds Nova. Can't get the remake off after the bomb. Ike trying. Ronan trying. But it's not enough. Big hold. After two big pushes from underrated goats, they can't find the full count. I can't believe this. This is unbelievable.
0 to 2. Switching sides. Initiating match.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Can any of y'all believe this? This has been one of the craziest maps in Overwatch history. And we're witnessing it firsthand. But Ike goes down. I can't believe this. He's disconnected. Ike, after a big performance, probably just rage quit off the face of the planet. No. We seem to have a disconnection from Ike. We'll see if he comes back shortly. His name is still Crash. Ike looking to come back here. Still in pause, waiting for Ike to come back. But while we're at it, why don't we talk about the first push from the Underregots. Really strong pushes in the first and second point. Ike and Ranger maintaining that high ground. We even saw P, Diddy on the Diva controlling it, really pressuring out their hit scan, especially Amity when he was trying to control those heights. And also the highlight of the day from the TCO Tacticians. You don't see it much from the Tacticians these days. A Tracer player on defense, causing havoc in the backline. They couldn't deal with it. Ranger found him out a couple times. Ike found him out a couple times, but Phantom was a menace. Banana and Nova playing a little bit more conservatively than Tilted Axis, but that's not saying much because Tilted Axis had some pins into Narnia. Absolutely just feed drive, warp speed, backline. Also, I feel like the Underregoats really felt the impact of Ronan there. He was really cranking out the heals for the team, putting them into a position to win. Monter had some absolutely massive reses over the course of that. These fights have been so close that when Phantom, who was having a great day, found some picks, the res just came through for Monter. Still waiting on Ike. If it gets to 8:45 p.m. Eastern, Black Flame is going to go in as a substitute. Yet to see Ike. It's really unfortunate. He's got another minute and a half. One more minute for Ike. Doesn't look like Ike's going to be coming back. Time for Black Flame to go in. Here we go with the pause. On pause. Here we go, about to restart here. Unready goats ready. Still no ready signal from the Tacticians. Here we go.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
We get to see the compositions that are going to come out here. Amity looking to go with a pharmacy. Let's see how it goes into Ranger Soldier. Phantom on the Kree and a double shield attack from the Tacticians. Black Flame still hasn't picked. I don't think Black Flame's here. He comes in on the sim now.
4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the pace.
This is going to put them at an immediate disadvantage, the Underrated Goats, with their Symmetra not even here to start the fight. Nobody's on cart pushing, though. Interesting. Banana falls off here. He's probably going to go and push cart. Now he's going to loop back around, try to get back up to height. Nobody pushing cart here. They're not taking the free cart push to get it up there. And Ranger going to take down Amity. Let's see if we see a switch come out. Even though he does have 50% to his ult. He just pounded in the damage. No switch coming out from Amity as they continue to poke at each other. Ooh, a sneaky sim teleport. Looks like they're going to rush. They'll love to see this. Full-on carnage in the tunnel. Really nice play there. I like that. Amity poking. Not much going on yet. They are getting free cart push. When will the Unreal Goats have to stop this? Another aggressive teleport into the background. Let's see what happens here. A couple go through, including P. Diddy on the up front. Oh, they're going to push into Banana. But a Nano comes in into Ranger. And here comes the Nano Visor. They tried to hit him with the barrage, but it's simply not enough. Ranger lives through it with a Nano. Charlie Niner's about to occur here, and I think that they're going to get it. Yes, sir. No one stops Nova on cart, and that's a Charlie Niner. You saw it live, folks. Man, if you're the Underrated Ghost and you just put up a great defensive front there, and you let that happen, whew, what a terrible C9 from the Underrated Goats. You hate to see that. A team usually so good with the communication falls a little short on first point defense. Ranger looking to be aggressive, coming up onto the height or next to the tank's going to poke out. They don't really have a hook. Phantom looking to hit him, though. And Ranger does go down after taking a rock to the face. But Ronan, Underrated Goats with these key reses coming through. Ranger looking to get out here, and he does. The Pharmacy over the top looking to poke. Phantom with 1 HP does stay alive here. And the Tacticians are business. The cart is not moving, but they're continuing to fight. Black Flame finds Nova. That's an absolutely massive pick. They can't move without their Sigma. Phantom looking to go around back on the Sigma, but P. Diddy's caught in Narnia. He's going to flux it, though, and what an overcommit from the Underrated Goats. Let's see if this bites them later. Looking at, they're going to be staring 5 ults in the face with none of their own. Only Nano close, really. But this is the Tacticians' fight to lose. They need to win this fight with this big of an ult edge. They got 5, and Amity switches over to Soldier, but Snappy Cat goes down. This could give enough time for the Underrated Goats to cycle their ults here. They've got Nano and Visor up shortly, which is an easy peasy combo. Not much communication looked like there in that last fight from the undergoats on what ults were going to be used, and a lot were thrown out. Axis kind of looking to poke in, gets a hook onto Phantom. That's a massive early pick, and we're going to see Monter cycle into his Nano here, and Ranger's going to cycle into the Visor. No capitalization on the supercharger that came out from Banana, and this offense, I must say, is looking pretty darn flaccid for the Tacticians. You know, the res is coming onto Amity, but they're just not moving. They're playing a double shield attack with no speed. They're not going to get anywhere with this composition. I just doubt that they're going to be able to win this map. You know, Axis is looking for these hooks on the edge. Rangers pound it from the height, and that they have no vertical contest with their tanks. The Tacticians just simply don't have it, and they have no vertical contest really at all except Baptiste. You don't want your Baptiste vertical contesting. And so Ranger's just free to pound from the opposite high ground. You also see P. Diddy getting close to his ult. Axis getting close to his ult. Ranger has the ult. Black Flame's getting there. Ronin's getting there. And here comes the ult cycle that the Tacticians really botched their ult edge. I don't know if anyone was tracking, but this one's hurting. You know, we saw much stronger Tacticians on map 1. And I'm not sure taking Amity off of the tank when you need a diva to contest these heights was the best choice. But who do we see here on the back flank? Well, I think we got to go in first person here. Oh, where was it? We had the High Noon in the back on Phantom. And here's Banana up front. We saw Phantom come into the back and absolutely pick up. Here we go. Here's where things start for the Tacticians. They're getting things moving here. All they needed was a little jump start from Phantom, who seems to quite a lot jump start their offense. A real bright spot in this lineup. That's going to be point. Man, after such a terrible couple minutes to start this, after the big C9 to give them about a 5-minute bank, takes them about 4 minutes to cap, but they get there with a big flank high noon from Phantom and the rest of the team pushing through. Man, what a fight. As we go into this last part, high ground control is going to be massive. You see the TP come up, Black Flame setting on the height, seeming to play a lot of the Symmetra. You see the Reaper from Amity trying to pressure him up height. Will he get the teleporter? Yes, he will. No, he actually doesn't. Amity goes down to Ranger. Ranger with a massive kill on the high ground. Ranger pounding it in from the height. Here comes Wall. Ranger looking to throw in Helix is absolutely pumping in the damage from height. And on top of it, he throws into the Visor trying to get the Valk. Valk goes down. Oh, not even Valk, just a Mercy sitting up there. Oh, it was a Valk from Snappy Cat. Takes out the Valkyrie Mercy on Snappy Cat. And Ranger really impressive here, putting in a lot of work. Frontline continuing to grind with Tilted Axis and P. Diddy, absolutely holding the front against this double shield. You know, not a lot of push with the Orisa Sig. They're not going to break through you, so they can really hold up front and give Ranger these edges. We got Nano here from Monter. A good cycle here, trying to loop up to the height with this double shield, which is what they needed to do. Tilted Axis with his typical pin and swing technology. Pitty with a massive flux catches 3, and another one goes down. 2 caught up in the flux go down, and they're pursuing Nova. What an absolutely massive flux from Pitty. What ults we got here? We got Amity with the Death Blossom, Phantom with the High Noon. Let's see if he comes up with something, and Nova with the Flux. Only Nano online for the underrated goats, but Ronin's coming up on the Valkyrie. Not exactly the ult that you need, but it'll help. You can see it. Ranger continuing to pound it in from the high ground. Axis holding the front line. PDD spinning from height. Here comes a Flux. Picks up 3. High Noon comes in. Death Blossom comes in. And this is going to be a fight win for Tilted Axis. Finds 2 and wastes Shatter. That could be absolutely massive. Let's see if Ranger can pick up Amity here. If he picks up Amity, it could be absolutely fight defining. They're going to get one more chance. Underrated Goats will get one more chance. I repeat, they will get one more chance. Amity nearly goes down to Ranger, but he does actually control the high ground. Amity up here on height. P. Diddy does not realize the situation and comes back on ball when he had time to stay on his main character. And now Tilted Axis goes down without the Sigma to support him. But Ranger on height is trying to win it. He's got the pocket. He's got the visor. He's picked up 2. He picks up 3. He's looking for 4. Black Clan picks it up. Nova absolutely fighting for his team's life. But the res comes in on the Tilted, and this is going to be over. This is going to go to the underrated goats. What an absolute play from Ranger, picking up at least 4 that fight. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Amity was up there initially, but gave up high ground control. Ranger looped, got height, and picks up 4. Absolute play. Let's see it in first person. Here it is. They left him open on the height, and that was the end of him. You know, Amity dropped down to try to fight something, but gave up the height to Ranger, and it ends up being big. It's 1-1. We're going to map 3.
Job well done.
In map 3, we got our 2 CP of the day, Volskaya Industries. First, let's see what the Tacticians have. But first, we gotta swap everybody and do all the things. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Thank you, Cairo Beats. You're not bad, sir. Lol. The lol is very nice, Cairo. Thank you for the compliment. Oh. Now after 2 maps, it's 1-1 going into map 3, which is Volskaya Industries. Oh shoot, I forgot who's on what team. Go off on the bottom here, boom. 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 And then home slice that, boom, boom, boom. I think that's good. Now it's time for the lineups for map 3. For the Tacticians on map 3. Let's see who we got subbing in. They're sticking with the Banana Nova tank line, and they're gonna put in Rona here though. For Amity. And on the support line, they're gonna keep Magic and Snappy Cat. Pretty much a similar lineup. I'm not sure they won map 1 with a different lineup, different tank line. I'm not sure if they want to continue with this, but we'll see what happens on map 3. And that's that for the Tacticians. Let's see what the underrated goats got going. They're keeping Axis on the tank, but Monter's going to flex up to the tank here. As we see P. Diddy now play it. Ike and Ranger. Ike, still MIA, is probably not going to play this one. And then Ronan and Odin on the support line. We'll see if that's it. Volskaya Industries. This is going to be a hell of a map that might decide the edge here. Going up 2-1 is exactly what you need here. We're about to get the show on the road in a second. Waiting on a response from the boys back home. Monter is typing. We're about to send Volskaya. You know, Ike has returned. All right, we're about to send Volskaya Industries. Tacticians are ready. As soon as Monter ready, we'll start Volskaya Industries. Here we go.
Traveling to Volskaya Industries.
We're going to see a different look. Tactician's going to be attacking here. They'll be in the red for this map. The Underrated Goats will be in the blue for this map. It's a 1-1 match going on to the third map, which is Volskaya Industries. 2CP can often be a wild card. It's up in the air for anybody to see what the Underrated Goats do on defense and what the Tacticians come out on offense. You know, as a former Tactician, our offenses tend to lag a little bit, as we saw back on Route 66. Let's see what they can come out with here. You know, the double shield attack, while valiant, may not have been the best option for them on the previous map. But what do we see here? A return to the bread and butter, the Rhine Diva. This is exactly what you want to see. And then a nice double shield poke comp here coming out from the Underrated Goats with their typical mercy. The reses have been so darn big for the Underrated Goats in these matches. It definitely was the edge on Route 66, and it almost won them a couple of the points on Oasis. Whether it was Odin or Ronan with the res, or Monter with the res, they were huge. And then let's talk about the DPS lines. Ike and Ranger, both fantastic players. Ranger with some massive plays to win Route 66. And then Phantom, putting up an excellent tracer performance on the defense on Route 66. It definitely helped them hold third point.
Defend objective A.
But again, with the tracer, when the picks came through, either Ronan or Monter were there with the res. We're looking at a deep hold here with Ranger all by his lonesome over there. Monter now realizing it and coming over to cover. Looking like a rotation over under right side high ground here. As the poke continues to fly in. Whole team of Underrated Goats rotates over. But Ranger isn't there. Tilted Axis, typical pin and swing, does not work out as he goes down into the trap. And here comes, picks him in, and Ranger trying to fight back. It's all 2 for 1. Corona flying over the top, trying to put on damage. The pin comes in, finds Ronan. I'm not sure how that happened. Monter's still fighting. Ranger's still poking. And Ike still poking, but not much coming in from Ike. Only 23% ult charge through that first fight. Not a lot of damage coming in. But if you look to the other side, Corona with a big trap coming in with 42% onto the second point. That's exactly what the Tacticians needed. Their offense on Route 66 simply wasn't enough. But then they come back, they go back to their bread and butter, this Rhine Diva that they're so good at, and they instantly push through. Here comes the fight, but this is where the underrated goats need to hold, and they just can't do it. Corona and Nova finding picks early here. Nova fighting on the high ground, trying to pressure out Ike. Mercy up there too, keeping Ike alive, trying to get the DPS in, but here comes the Nano onto Banana, and it looks like it's going to be a very fast cap for the Tacticians. This could be their map. Tilted Axis with his pin and swing technology not working out as he goes into another trap. Shatter goes in onto Ronin. She goes down. And 5 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Underrated coats caught with their pants down.
Switching sides. Initiating match.
Holy guacamole, dude. What an unbelievable push by the Tacticians. After their anemic attack on Route 66, they come out and throw a haymaker with a 5 minute and 20-second time bank. And what was the difference? It was the tank line making the switch. They were on double shield for pretty much the entirety of Route 66. But they make the switch to this Rhine Diva that can contest the high ground, contest Ike and Ranger, and put out so much damage that they couldn't contest on Route 66. And they roll. Truly unbelievable. I can't believe the time bank that the Tacticians have in a 1-1 match. This could be massive. Let's see what the underrated goats have coming out on attack here. They're going to come out with a Brig Lucio. Could be kind of brawly, but they're not playing very brawly. They got the Orisa, the Hog, and the Soldier. That's not going to lend itself very much. That's not going to lend itself to the poke of the other people on the team. I'm not sure that this is going to work. We'll have to see what comes out. I'm not sure the Brig is the pick here, but we're going to find out shortly. They're trying to go on the point, but the Brig's kind of flailing and already low, and they don't really have the sustain to help it. Here comes Banana, and Nova finds one. The comp, honestly, baffling from the underrated goats, and I'm not sure they're going to find success on it. This map already looking like an uphill battle, and they come out on a Brigida Lucio with a Orisa Hog, and it just simply isn't going to work. And they go over to the Moira here, and they're going to see if they can find a little more success with the poke. Moira can definitely get that more sustained healing. They're still going with this poke, the attack Orisa, which is something that we saw out of the Tacticians on Route 66 and found very limited success with. So I'm not sure what the ultimate end goal here is for the underrated goats, but they're kind of getting absolutely ran upon, but Ranger shuts down Phantom and Visor, and that could be a spark they need, but Monter's so immobile, goes down. Shatter comes in, finds two, finds the Lucio, finds the Hog, and they both go down. Corona with the cleanup. Ike and Ranger both pounding. The DPS duo have found so much success this game trying to keep the fights alive, but Ike goes down to Corona eventually, and Ranger continues to poke, but the fight is essentially over. But wait a minute. Odin, in the back, trades out one before he can get it. And it's a 1v1 on point. But here comes the other soldier. It's a 2v1. Who can get the most value? Monter onto a more traditional Reinhardt here might be what they need. And down goes Reinhardt without the healing. Phantom also goes down, and this is going to be a cap for the underrated goats. I can't believe it. Ranger stayed in, and Ike stayed in. Odin found that key pick near the end. They're going to try recontest, but it's going to be in vain. There's no shot that they come out on top here. Just feed an ult charge to an already sizable ult advantage that the underrated goats have. Not really expending much. They're going to have Beat, Visor, Death Blossom, and Whole Hog. You know, we've seen a lot of Ike and Ranger. We've seen a lot of heals poured out from Ronin and Odin. And Axis with a big hook there onto the Rhine. Finding the hook. It's kind of very large. And they're coming in on the high ground push. Gonna clear out the turrets. Oh, what do we see here? Ranger on the back cut. Let's go find him. Ranger with visor on the back cut. Ike also comes in. Beat comes in as well. Let's see what happens to Ranger here. Here comes the visor, kicking it. Oh, he jumps into his lap, and down goes Magic. This could be the spark that's needed. This could be a very, very close map. Last time we saw multiple caps on Volskaya. We might see it again. Nobody seemingly being able to put up a good defense here. Both attacks coming in. Big shatter coming in off of Monter. And here comes the Coalescence. And here's the fight on point. Corona trying to poke from the high ground, but it's going to be in vain. This is going to be a cap. Everyone goes down for the Tacticians, and this is going to be a cap with over 3 minutes. Holy guacamole. I can't believe this. It's going to be a 4-minute bank with the time reductions for the Tacticians still, and a 2-minute. So they got double the time bank over the underrated goats. But the underrated goats going to attack first here. So let's see what the Tacticians do on defense. After that defense, they're going to do a hell of a lot more. After starting out so strong, but that might have been mostly due to the baffling picks coming out from the underrated goats. Didn't really seem like they had a set comp with a good idea coming in. But they found it, and Monter found the switch over to the Reinhardt, and Ike and Ranger continued to pound. And they allowed their healers to put in the heals with the talent that they have, and they just broke through and capped with over 3 minutes. But with the time reductions, it's down to 2 minutes, but they got a solid 2 minutes here. Underrated goats looking to really strike back with another haymaker after going down 0-1, fight hard, and hold Route 66. And now, while underdogs on this map, really come out with a solid attack. Phantom on the soldier on height. They have the Symmetra again going to point. Will allow them to go between point and height fairly easily if it stays unbroken.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
And here they go with their nice move around the edge. Monter staying on the Reinhardt, clearing out the turrets, making sure they're gone. Tilted Axis, looking for something, can't find it. Continuing to poke down from the bot side. Everyone else is going toward point. Monter might try to touch here. Try to force someone on a point. And we see something we haven't seen from the Tacticians. Or from the underrated goats, rather. That's a Sombra. It could work well here. We'll see what the hacks come through. A teleport into their backline kind of caught him off guard. Monter pinning in and finding Banana. But he goes out. But Ranger also finds another. And it looks like they might cap. I mean, Phantom's still uncontested on the high ground, but there's too many picks coming in, and not enough damage from Phantom, and that's going to be a cap. Nobody cleans the turret off, and Odin is going to get a long spawn here. And that's kind of big, because they won't be able to push through hard here without him. But they're still going to wait for the Reinhardt anyway, so not too bad. Holy crap. They're looking for something around the edge. Could they try? Just push in with the speed. Huck comes out with a miss, and Corona has to use Wraith and avoid it. Hack comes in on a run. First Banana could go down here. No shatter yet for Monter. Would have been a big time to have it. But Monter falls. This is absolutely massive. Do they choose to disengage? They're continuing to fight up front. They need to back up without the Reinhardt, but they're simply not doing it yet. Monter's going to be back with one of their few ultimates. Tilted Axe is continuing to miss hooks, which is really unfortunate. They need the picks. Hog is such a feast or famine character, can really help the enemy team with how much he feeds. If you're not landing the hooks, it can oftentimes lead to defeat. But they're going to come in with everything but EMP here. Too bad Ike couldn't farm one up. Here comes everything. Here comes the beat. Here comes the whole hog. The proactive engage from the underrated ghost looks like it might get them the point. They already get one tick. Here comes Corona into the back. Corona does not have ult, did not farm it up. And this is simply going to be a cap for the underrated goats. They were simply more proactive with their ults that they had, and they used them first, and they're going to find the cap. Phantom in on it. Here comes the EMP, finds 4. That's not enough. Phantom not enough on point, gets EMP'd, gets taken out, and there's no more touch. And that is a cap for the underrated goats. Man, you could kind of smell the momentum taken in their favor on their attack after they figured it out that they needed the Reinhardt. And they were just more proactive on the ults there. I'm not sure what happened on the Tactician side, but they did not use anything to engage. They let the underrated goats choose the engagement, and that was their downfall. That's hard to see. Underrated goats come back after giving up a 5-minute and 20-second first attack to the Tacticians. Come back with 2 straight attacks and cap both. Now they don't have any time left, which means that if the Tacticians cap with more than a minute, they're guaranteed at least a draw and most likely the win. But they got to get there first. And with how the underrated goats are playing right now, it's going to be tough. Now they're going to fall back into this double shield, and they're going to see if they can poke them off on high ground. First Banana and Nova still continuing to play their patented Ryan Diva, which has worked massively more, which has worked a lot more for them than the double shield that they ran on Route 66. It simply was baffling to see that on attack. It's a 1-1 map. This is the 3rd map. Whoever takes this is going to take a commanding lead in the series. We saw the Tacticians take Oasis. Ike with a quick pick on the Phantom with the spammage. No res this time. Nobody with Plumber and the Mercy right now. You see Ranger continuing to poke and just finds Corona. They're mirroring pretty hard on the DPS lines and heal lines with Bap and Ana doing a lot of the same stuff here. So it's going to come down to double shield versus this Ryan Diva. But I'm not sure they can push around the edge here. I'm not sure they should push around the edge here to try to get up there. They should go low and try to get into them. Get into their body. They can't walk at them with the spam that they have. They need to get close. The Tacticians need to get close here. Let's see if they rotate for high ground. Phantom getting very low, has to pop heal pad, gets split. They're onto the Mei now. Corona pops onto the Mei. Not a lot of places to wall here, but we'll see what Corona can find. Phantom meets back up with the team. And here comes Banana onto the point. Banana looking to set something up for his team here. Wall comes in, kind of blocks out a couple. They're going to look to swing in here with that wall up. Tilted Axis falling low, but Ike finds Snappy. And the down goes Magic. There are 0 healers alive for the Tacticians. But Banana dies during Shatter, and this is going to be the underrated goats cleaning up this fight. I can hardly believe it. After a committed Nano and Shatter, the Shatter simply doesn't fall, and he goes down mid-Shatter. And that's a real dagger. Because let's take a look at the underrated goats ult charges. They popped nothing. Absolutely nothing. They have everything online. This could be the absolute downfall here. They need a cap right now. This is a much better look. They're looking to come up and be close, fight close with the Reinhardt into the double shield. But without Banana's shield, they're getting stuck in the hallway. And the crossfire, as we see from Ranger all the way across here. Look at this crossfire coming in. It's just a nasty amount of damage. They need to go low and loop around here. And here comes the supercharger out from Tilted Axis. But here comes the Blizzard, which isn't finding anything at all. An interesting beat from Ronin as they're already up 3, but it's going to be the fight underrated goats. Now, using that beat could end up being massive as the Visor's going to come up for Phantom. We'll see. Both the window, flux, and tire all up for the underrated goats, while Phantom switches off the soldier. He no longer has visor. Looking for more brawl. They're really looking to fight. Not much going yet. You see the Mei creeping. The Mei is creeping back there. You see her, Corona, moving up behind. I'm not sure what a Mei is going to do by herself. Comes Flux, picks up the tanks. Comes down, there goes Window, and the tanks are off high ground. And they both go down. This is a disaster for the Tacticians. You really hate to see it. After a 5-minute and 20 time bank, they do not cap again, not even a tick. And the underrated GOATs take a 2-1 series lead in the rematch. The underrated GOATs simply playing better Overwatch here. We have to see if they get some swaps in here for map 4. I mean, that was all underrated GOATs after the initial quick cap from the Tacticians. And you can just see what Ranger's doing. Just absolutely saucing it up. Ranger with a lot of elims there, and Odin with a lot of objective kills throwing those orbs in. Oh man. And we're going to go to map 4 here with a 2-1 series lead by the underrated GOATs. Can they go back to back here? We'll see. Hollywood is the next map. Half of the Tacticians just are gone. I'm not sure what happened here, folks, but half of them are gone. Amity and TM on this. Amity and TM, that's what we're going to see here on the look on Hollywood, on the DPS line. And we're going to see Magic and Anna Scoops in here. And we're going to see Froggy, a whole new tank line coming in here. You know, we really saw the best tanking of the entire day with Amity and Homesly in on the tanks. Let's see if Froggy on Homesly can match it. And that's what we're going to see from the Tacticians. Now let's look at the underrated GOATs. On Hollywood here, we're going to see Volt and Bon Bon. But Bon Bon, I'm not seeing Bonnie in here. Cairo, if you're watching, is Bonnie here? Cairo, is Bonnie here? Well, on the other hand, we're going to see Black Flame and Ranger in here. We're going to see Ike come out on Hollywood. And Monter and Ronan. Volt on the tanks now, and Tilted Axe is coming out. She's not playing? Okay. Well, how about that, Kyra? Not here. We're going to have to see somebody else tank with Volt here as we move into our hybrid of the day, which is Hollywood. Axis going to be coming in to play with Volt here. believe both lineups are correct. And we're going to get Hollywood started here with a 2-1 series lead by the Underrated Goats. We're going to see Tacticians come out on their attack. Man, the Tacticians had a huge bench only a map ago, and now everyone's gone. Clearing out after the Volskaya game. Everyone's ready. Let's send it.
Welcome.
This could be for the game here.
Initiating rematch. Ready for battle.
Boosters engaged.
Here we see both compositions setting up. Once again, we got the Tacticians in the red, and Underrated Goats in the blue. Underrated Goats up 2-1 going into Havana. Could close out the series right here.
Attackers incoming. 30 seconds.
Both teams liking the soldier picks. As we see TM come onto the scene here. TM and Amity playing it.
Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Here they come. Looking, both teams run that Diva Rhine. See what happens here. TP on high ground and move them between high grounds over here, which is a nice play for the Underrated Goats. Ranger already finding a pick on TM. Quick soldier diff. Tilted Axis with his patented pin and swing into the backline. Tilted Axis is going to rotate back around here. They're going to give up high ground probably with Tilted Axis not up on height. They're going to just teleport out until high ground. Tilted Axis with the pin and swing. Tilted Axis dodges the pin from Homesly. Rez comes in on a black frame from Ronin, which is huge as they continue to fight down on point. They're not going to play the high ground here. The Underrated Goats will not. But the Tacticians hold it up on height. Going to pound it in. TM going to throw the damage. Amity going to throw the damage. Let's see what happens here. Volt trying to contest it. Going to have to back up here. They're going to have to play this edge. Nano comes in onto TM. He doesn't have visor yet. Here comes the teleport up on the high ground. No one's going to go through yet. And Tilted Axis is going to go down after being completely isolated from the team. Well, Froggy going to lose mech here. Or rather not Froggy. I mean, Volt's going to lose mech here. Froggy finding kills out there, while TM finding kills, and Amity finding a kill. Each with a pick to continue to get this push. And the Tacticians, with a quick little capture here, going to have over 5 minutes in the bank to push it through second point. Homeside with a long-range fire strike there to finish it off. Not everyone got short spawn here for the Underrated Goats. Will they try to fight it? They only got 4 up front. Now 5. Dragon comes in, splits them. Volt stand in the middle. Tilted Axis stand in the middle. Tilted Axis almost go down. Volt loses mech. Tilted Axis on the back foot here. Will he try a pin and swing technology? No, he does not. Ranger on the high ground. And a great high ground take by Froggy. You'd love to see the high ground. And Amity is also going to be up there controlling it. And that's a big pick on a Mantra. That's absolutely massive. This map's all about the high ground, and if the Tacticians can control it, they're going to take the map. And we're going to go to a map 5, which I know everyone wants to see. And Tilted Axis on an island. Getting just destroyed out there, walking out without his team there. And this is stagger after stagger. This could be a very quick cap for the Tacticians. See if Ranger and his visor have anything to say about it. He can't get on the edge though. Amity cuts it off. They're going to come around the edge here. They might try to teleport backside height here. Double shatters come through. Nothing found yet. No one dead. But they don't even touch on the cap. They're just giving it up for free. And the great teleport around on the edge by the underground goats to get the high ground to Ranger. But they don't touch. Might have gotten shattered off, but that's something you gotta get to. You gotta get there. Homefly up front. Taking out Tilted, having a tough game right here. Froggy with a pick onto Ranger, and here comes the bum from Volt. Volt's going to find at least two, and picks up the third. Almost like I couldn't get the shield around in time. Nice bomb, way to read it. Put it in the perfect spot. Nice bomb, Volt. An interesting window, to say the least, from Black Flame. Not really needed, as there was no fight happening. The wall just simply was not needed. Let's see what the ults we got online here. We got Visor, Valk, and Nano, plus a Shatter coming up soon for the underrated goats. While on the side of the Tacticians, we got Diva Bomb, Dragons, Visor, and a Nano, all online here. A good height take by the Tacticians. This is what you really want to see. A Nano coming in onto Homefly. Visor comes out from Ranger, but he goes down to the bomb, and a Visor comes up from TM in the corner. He's going to take out the Mercy and Ana. Magic Cat also finds a res on the Froggy. This is going to be a quick cap from the Tacticians, it looks like. Wow. What a capture from the Tacticians. I mean, it was pretty much utter obliteration. And there was nothing. And it just comes down to two things. The high ground control that the Tacticians just had all attack was crazy. They always took it and they always held it. TM up in the corner over here, just absolutely raining in the fire. And no contest from Volt. Volt's got to be on that. Yeah, we're going to see a switch in the tank line. Tilted Access not really feeling the Rhine. I don't blame him. Homefly is playing an incredible Reinhardt and really laying down the MTD.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
Let's see how Volt fares on the Reinhardt. But they're not going to have any high ground contests on this attack. And where are the Tacticians going to play? They're going to play on the high ground. So this might be very difficult unless Black Flame can hook up a good teleport. This is an incredibly crazy series so far. It's just back and forth, punch, counter punch. The Tacticians did the same. I will say the Tacticians did the same thing on Volsky, an incredibly great attack, and blew the map. They got a hold here. They cannot afford to lose this map. And here they come. They try the teleport. Tilted Axis, though, falls. He's having a tough map, folks. Ronin with a counter pick onto the Reinhardt. Both teams lose a tank. And down goes Froggy on the mech, and down goes Froggy. Black Flame's absolutely cooking. He's cooking with gas. TM uncontested on the height, but not finding anything. They're going to cap here. Down goes Black Flame after a sleep dart is hit onto him. Cap continues to tick, though. A hook goes on to Ana, but doesn't hook him to the cart. That's going to keep the Ana alive, and Sleep goes on to Volt. This could be a counter turn for the Tacticians. They're swinging. They run, swing. They counterpunch. But Homeslide goes down. Volt finds the edge. Oh, TM just did Ranger dirty right there and continues to fire from the high ground. Volt catches another Sleep Dart. Dude has been absolutely napping in this map. The tick continues to go. No matter of damage, it's going to stop this at the moment. Amity looking for a miracle, and here comes the counter beat, and 3 kills come in from the side of the underrated goats. It seems to be in vain here. It seems the underrated goats will capture, but they commit nano nonetheless. And that is a double death while shattering. You don't see that often, folks. Volt dies during his shatter, and then Homeslide dies during his shatter within a second. Wow, you don't see that every day. Reminder for everyone who's just joined us. It is a 2-1 series lead for the blue team, or the underrated goats, and the red team Tacticians looking to fight back after a great attack, leaving them with a 3-minute and 7-second time bank. Now, this is a great high ground take from the Tacticians. This is exactly what we needed. Good high bomb and age, and it still takes down Black Flame despite putting up the wall. A great attempt, but likely should have just hopped off the top rope like the rest of the team. So the cart continues to push. No vertical contest for the underrated goats here, so they could be fine. So put an excellent hook from Tilted Axis. That's exactly what he needed. Gets the Reinhardt up the high ground. Homeslide backing up, gonna go down. Black Flame also finds one. A Ranger with the Soldier Diff finds TM. Ana still on height for the Tacticians, but he's gonna have to drop. Might die here, might get caught out. Can he get out? Oh, hook breaks. And the Ana's gonna escape with 1 health. Sliver. I'm not sure that the Tacticians have a contest in the cards here, but we'll see. Nope. And Magic Cat up here on high ground, trying to battle Mercy it out. Probably just needs to die on cart. But this is going to be a stagger, and this is going to be some free cart push for the underrated ghosts. This is exactly the kind of disaster that they did not want to see happening. Now, the underrated goats have a chance to capture with a similar time bank. And with Ranger finding these soldier diffs, it's really, really huge because they can control the high ground, and Black Flame put him on high with the teleporter. They're starting to find it. The underrated goats are finding it, and the defense just simply has not been there from the Tacticians. Hook comes in through the camera. TM with a kill on the Tilted Axis. That's absolutely massive. Soldiers fighting on the edge here, trying to... TM comes out on top of those visors. TM finds 2. Maybe more. Froggy with a hook. Now we're seeing a mirror on the Hogs. No more diva play. That is a very big hold, and we'll confirm the Tacticians have the better time bank. And here comes everything on the high ground. Well, this is going to be a near cap. Just a crazy fight for the underrated goats, just breaking through the Tacticians' defense, and up almost speechless watching that.
Initiating match. Ready for battle. incoming in 30 seconds.
Oh, now we go into X's once again. Over 2 minutes for both teams. The underrated goat had the first attack.
5, 4.
Let's see what happens here.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
They're still going to stick with the Ryan Hog here on the attack. And the Sim teleport. Try to take that high ground. Let's see if they set it up quickly. But this time, the Tacticians have a defensive Sim as well. Going back on the ground floor, though, not height. You like the yawn, Kyra? Here comes the underrated goats taking the high ground here, but there's a counter push in from the Tacticians trying to take it back. Ranger with the soldier diff. Amity looking to take Ranger off height, but can't quite do it. That's that low ground they just can't control. But the tanks from the Tacticians break through and pick up 3, 4. This is absolutely crazy. Still on the Ryan Hog, looking to take that height again. Here could they come back around to the edge here, try to push up height. Sim set up, gonna have to loop around with the team here. Another counter push in. Volt doesn't quite see it yet, now he's looking for it. But Homeslide dies with Shatter and Tilted Axis finds 2, but Froggy takes out Ranger. Ranger's a lot of damage to be losing, but Volt comes up with the Froggy kill. And here they come. Here comes Volt from the underneath, looking to press the Ana. And TM, he doesn't quite see it yet, but Ana catches the anti. Ana looks to try to get out here. Ana in the corner is going to go down. But finds a sleep, not quite dead yet. Trying to be sneaky, not quite. Does a gymnastics move. Here comes the Shatter in from Volt. And the whole Hog, and looks like they might eventually cap this. They will. And there's the underrated goats with the cap. Monster, the one on the cart, make sure not to C9 here. There looks like they're going to go for a height contest as both teams continue to fight on the height. Wall comes out from Black Flame, trying to isolate the damage, but they walk through and Nana goes on to Homefly. Bolt's in deep shit, might go down, walks out of the ammo and going to go down to Homefly. Shadow comes in the back, finds 4. That's going to be that. A valiant effort and a decent push, so that's very doable for the Tacticians. Will it end here or will it not? We're about to find out next.
Initiating match. Ready for battle.
Energy depleted. Oh, come on. I thought that was a pretty good call. Kyra throwing some shade at me in the comment section. Oh, Tactician's going to come out on an Orisa Reinhardt. This could spell absolute disaster. And on a BAP as well. The underrated Ghosts look to have a little bit better of a composition here to be holding defensively. Could it be comp diff? Could it not be? Ranger with a quick pick on the TM. Ranger's been finding the better of the soldier diff. Kyra says it might be over, so I can rest. That would be nice. My throat is going to fucking bleed. Ranger continuing to pound from the high ground, looking to build some stuff. Ronan goes down to half, has to peek back to around the edge. Here comes the Tacticians around the edge, going to do the same play. But Axis finds TM. TM dying first in both fights. But it looks like the Tacticians are going to come up and take the high with the Orisa. Not many of the Unarray Goats left there. Black Flame and Bolt have to drop, and Tilted Axis has to drop back. Both the tanks for the Tacticians were anti, but now they're going to get back to full health here. And they're going to take the high ground and try to win this. Froggy looking to come down the stairs to try to take point here as Ranger falls a little low for the poke from TM. TM continuing to fire from a height. Big shatter from Bolt on the high ground. After the teleport, absolutely massive play from Bolt. Literally leading the way, gets 2. Black Flame pops wall before losing 2 to Home Slice and Amity. Tilted Axis fights back and Ranger pops 2 of his own, and that's going to be a fight in the way the Underrated goes. This is looking very bad for the Tacticians and might lead to their demise in this matchup. Tilted Axis coming in. Shatter comes in, finds Tilted Axis. Tilted Axis is going to die in the corner. Froggy with it, getting pinned by counterpin by the Bolt, but the Nano comes in on the Froggy, and this is going to be a win for the Tacticians. They're committing here. Ranger coming in with his visor, and Amity commits the tire while already up 4. I'm not sure that's the play. It might hurt him later. Wait a minute. The Underrated Goats are staying healthy. They're not cleaning them off point. The Tacticians are not. They're just sitting on point. Ranger gets the Nano and looking for the Ana here. Can't find it though. And here come the Tacticians fighting too. After Monter committed the Nano and Ronan committed the Valkyrie. And here they go. Tacticians are going to take point here. Ronan trying the Miracle Res does not quite get it. Almost should have let that go through for the extra ult charge. Well, it's going to come down to this, folks. One fight for all the marbles, folks. This is why you're here. Tacticians live to fight another map, or do the Underrated Goats take it all? Black Flame setting up on height. Only a visor for both sides is the only ultimate. Froggy takes a nap, but the pin is missed. Bolt's getting low, and here comes the visor. And it finds Ranger. That's absolutely... But a massive shatter, but no follow! Oh, but here comes the Tilted Axis and Black Flame. The res could be massive. Res comes in on a Ranger. Probably should have picked up the Reinhardt. Another tie from Amity, even though he popped it last fight. But he doesn't find anybody. Tilted Axis stays healthy. This is going to go to the Tacticians. A massive anti, but it's only a support sub. We're going to map 5. Misses it. Volt stays alive. That's that. Rip my voice. We're going to map 5.
Play of the game.
Impressive, if I do say so myself.
And we're back. Last map. It's going to come down to this. See what happens. Let's go to the rosters here. See what we got going for the final map, which is going to be Lijiang Tower. It's a difficult map to play. Let's see what we got going for the Tacticians here. We've got Amity going back onto the tank. It's a good move. Amity and Home Slice on the tank line with Froggy and TM on the DPS. And then Magic and Escape still on that. And let's go to Monster's team. Oh, the underrated goats. For Lijiang Tower here. We got Volt and Bomb Bomb, probably keep Tilted Axis in. Ike and Black Flame. We'll be playing the DPS here. And Fleaheart and Monter. Shit, that's our motor. There we go. All right. Final map. This is for all the marbles. I think those lineups are good. And we'll get going in 1 minute. All right, looks like we got the lineups in here. We're about to start up.
Now arriving at Lijiang Tower.
Final map, 2-2 for all the marbles.
Initiating match.
You know, we've seen some great play out of a lot of people today. It's been a crazy day.
Ready for battle.
Here we go. We get a first look at both of the teams here. We're looking at the what seems to be more and more patented Hog and Rhine for the underrated goats, and then we got the teleport from both sides, I will say, going on to the point. Interesting Echo pick. I'm not sure how Echo works into that composition for the Tacticians, but we'll see.
5, 4,
I'm not sure how Mercy works into the comp
round.
for the underrated goats. So they're both running something moderately scuffed. Yeah, there goes the switch on the bat off the Mercy. Now Moira. But the Tacticians simply are going to get there faster, way faster with the speed. And they're already set up on point. Now the Echo's going to have to play a bit of a ground echo. No aerial healing is going to be available from Lucio or Moira. Let's go get a better look here.
The objective is now
As you can see, they're probing around the backside teleport. This is what we're talking about. Teleport past point and loop back in. Froggy finds Sweetheart though. And Froggy with another one, and TM with the double, and Froggy with another, and the Tacticians are going to lock up Gardens. Absolutely crazy. Let's see what the Honorary Ghost can come out with again. Mantra with a decent amount of ult charge, working toward that nano. TM already with a wall. Probably going to pop that early, try to win a fight. See what happens. Black Flame looking for the teleport here. Here it comes in. Here goes the team through. Doomfist, the only one not teleporting. Gonna look to maybe go backside here. He goes straight in off of a rollout and lives. Here's the wall. Nana goes in onto the Moira. I'm not sure that's what they were looking for. Echo in the back. Ike looking to kill the Echo, and there it goes. Ike with a two-piece. Shatter comes in, but it's blocked. Counter Shatter comes in, finds one. Tilted Access. Here comes the Coalescence to keep Access alive after getting shattered. Meteor Strike going to look to try to win this fight for the underrated Goats. Comes in, hits both. Ike throwing the cooldowns out, absolutely finding damage. Hog comes in, counter beat comes in on par with the whole Hog. Might save a life, but not Homeslot. He's down for the count. Tilted Access yeets Magic off the map. That's going to hurt in the morning. And under Goats Cat. You'd love to see it. Good close match here. They need to win a fight or two here to catch back up in percentage, but that's a great start. They got wall. It's a good place to be. They got to watch out for that Graviton. If they can somehow wall themselves off from the damage when they get grabbed, it's going to be massive. Froggy with a copy. Probably going to hit the Hog or Reinhardt here when he copies in. Let's see if he tries to hit it here. Yep, there's a copy onto the Reinhardt. Teleporting to the backside. 2 runs going to be swinging here. There's the Graviton Surge. Finds the tank line. And the wall goes in on the counter side from Black Flame. Fighting, going all around. It's a mosh pit. Black Flame finds out a home slide, though, and that's a massive pick. And Tilted Axis, Bolt, and Black Flame are going to clean up this fight. That's going to even up the percentage here before they have another time to cap. Or rather, the Tacticians have another time to cap, as Underrated Goats are going to meet up. Oh, shit. Well, here we go. Here comes the Coalescence from Sweetheart. Oh my god, a 4K from Sweetheart. Impact has been felt. That is a massive Coalescence from Sweetheart. That is series-defining Coalescence from Sweetheart. I can't believe what I just witnessed. A 4-man, and he dies trying to get to point in time. That's already 2 up for the underrated Goats. Keeping him in the air on the Shatter, and Homeslide never gets the ground on the Shatter. Here comes Coalescence. Can't be as big as Sweethearts. Oh my goodness. We'll see that again in play of the game, folks, but that is an unbelievable play from Sweetheart. And we haven't seen Sweetheart all day in the game, but comes in and makes a play. A very large play. Did you see that, Cairo? That was an unbelievable Coalescence. But we're going to see that and play the game. It's going to be awesome. Sweetheart, just someone we haven't seen a ton of, but comes in, makes a massive play that turns the tables and gives the underrated Goats. After losing Hollywood in heartbreaking fashion, comes back and they get the first point on Gardens here on Lijiang Tower and could end it here on Night Market. Both teams probably going to try to TP. The Tacticians doing the patented TP first and then amp in usually gets the edge. And it does here, indeed. Tacticians with the initial cap, though. This could go all the way. Froggy with a quick pick on the Ike. That's absolutely massive. They might have to wait for him. They're choosing not to. They're trying to push with 5. Not sure that's the right decision, folks. Froggy almost goes down there, but stays up. Down goes Tilted. That's a very, 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 very tough one to take. Home Slice goes down, but TM picks up Black Flame. Trades going back and forth, but no main tank available at all for the Tacticians. Ike trying to hang on to his life there. He's absolutely critical, but he's going to live. Kind of a mosh pit. Monter's 1 HP, but he'll live. Volt with a shatter, sitting at about half here. Ammo comes in an interesting spot. Nobody needed it. Engagement beat comes in from the underrated goats. They push through. Shatter looks to come through. Counter shatter goes through. It's even bigger. Nano comes in. Bomb comes out. This could be massive. Amity with a 3K on the bomb. That'll seal the deal, folks. This most likely is going to be Tacticians taking Night Mark, and it's going to go all the way. Here we go. Final seconds. Here come the underrated goats. They've got a lot online in comparison to the Tacticians here. Let's see what they burn. They're throwing about everything but the kitchen sink at them, but Tacticians are going to win the fight despite the underrated goats throwing 4 ults. Wow. Just wow. We're going all the way, folks. Last point, map 5, the decider. Well, this is where it's all going to come down to. Control center. Last map. It's a 2-2 game. Now it's 1-1 on Li Zhang itself. And it's all going to come down to this. Whoever wins control center wins it all. Wins the series. Will Tacticians strike back and even the series at 1-1? Or will the underrated goats take a commanding 2-0 in their seasonal series against the Tacticians? In the rematch. This is the rematch. Ike coming out on the Ash, not finding anything initially. No ult charge coming in. That's a big hook on the home slide, but Volt's actually the one to fall first. And this is going to be a cap for the Tacticians. Tacticians are going to pull us out. Ike trying to spam in a little bit. Dynamite doesn't find. And Ike really not coming through with anything on the Ash. Might want to make a switch. It's an interesting pick. McCree would be a better option at this point in the stage. Hanzo, good pick. Tilted Axis, a little stuck, probably going to go down here, but he finds Froggy. That's absolutely massive. And it looks like the underrated goats are going to find purchase in this fight. Especially with Tilted Axis finding 2 while at 1 HP. This is absolutely massive. Wall not really needed, might end up biting them later, but they're going to get the cap. Only giving them 29 in the process. They're deciding, now this is interesting, they're deciding not to push up at all and try to take choke. Which is interesting, very interesting. The Tacticians were basically begging them with how long they were taking to push through. Froggy gets slapped. That needs to be a pin. That works too. That's an early pick on a Froggy. That's absolutely devastating. Nano comes in on the Reinhardt. Homeslide doesn't have Shatter. Volt could be aggressive here. Bomb goes into the backline. Doesn't look like it's going to find anybody. Does not. A little elevation on that might have found them Sim. And just trading blows back and forth. Amity was anti, not a lot of health. Nano comes in on that. Might see a Shatter come out. That home slide throws it down. This looking like a Tacticians fight. And it is. 45% on the board for the underrated goats. But not quite enough, as the Tacticians are going to tick past him here. And this is what the underrated goats likely should have done, is push up and take this choke. It's such a hard choke to get through. Amity no mech though, just got it back now. Froggy, gonna have the Death Blossom here, it might be massive. And Froggy looking in the backline, gets slept again and goes down. That's absolutely massive, he had a Death Blossom. This looking like this is all underrated goats. No more ults should go through. They should hold drag. And this is going to be their fight. And they're going to take on Pack Bast. Tacticians here. Back and forth to end the day. I can hardly believe it. My throat's about to die. But we're going to make it through. Here comes the Death Blossom in from Froggy that he had last fight. Both dragons go through. TM finds more than Ike did. And this looking like this is going to be the Tacticians as they continue to flip back and forth. 79% for the underrated goats, while the Tacticians are going to tick past them again. They've went back and they've traded the lead 3 goddamn times on this map alone. This is absolutely insane. This is going to be the last chance here for the underrated goats. If they lose this fight, this is a GG. Tacticians might get one more shot if the flip comes through, depending on it. Homeslide comes in, gets hooked in. Both shatters for the Reinhardt. That's really going to be the difference here. No purchase on the bomb. Gets swept out of shatter. Game-defining sleep dart. Are you kidding me? That literally won them the game. Game-winning sleep dart. Game-winning sleep dart. Say it with me, guys. Game-winning sleep dart from Anna and a Scooch. And a Scooch flip. Game-winning sleep dart.
Play of the game.
I can't believe it. We don't even get to see the coalescence, but I'm sure it was amazing. Despite the heal from Sweetheart and the damage from Black Flame, Tacticians take this one home. 1-1 seasonal series. Thank you all for coming out tonight. GG's.